This is Owen Sanchez from Yalla TV right now, and we are here, and our honor and pleasure to be invited and to witness the first AVIAREPS travel tour caravan. And this is the first road show of all the gathered countries coming from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Mauritius, and the rest. And we will be having them in a short while. And stay tuned. We are here in Shangri-La Hotel in Sheikh Zayed Road, and we are welcoming you and see you in a while. Thank you. Hi, good evening. I have the honor and pleasure here to be with me, the Vice President for the Middle East, AVIAREPS. Here right now, Mr. Glenn Johnston. How are you doing, sir?
Very good. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, it's my pleasure as always to be with you here and all your events from AVIAREPS. And thank you so much for inviting me always, and this seems to be a very, very good showcase of all the tourism board and of course the roadshow of the Middle East travel caravan.
Yes, we're super excited. So obviously with the COVID pandemic for the last 2 years, we weren't able to have a one-to-one meeting with people. We went online during that time, but nothing beats meeting people in person, especially in the tourism industry. So we've been super excited. I think the travel agents and the travel industry here has been excited for this to return. We definitely know a lot of our co-participants, tourism boards, hotels, DMCs from overseas that have come to be here and meet with the UAE agents have also been incredibly excited about today. So we're excited to be back and to be here in Dubai. And then tomorrow, super excited as well to continue the caravan on to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
Wow, amazing. So you are doing a travel tour basically, and all you have to carry all your sponsors and the same well with all your service providers as well. And I've heard the success of Al Ula. I'm very, very happy to hear that, because I remember I had covered that during the ATM, the Arabian travel market. It's one of the amazing videos that we did so far in the past. So, sir, what could we expect right now, having this Middle East caravan right now here in this evening?
Well, what's been really, really great, I think, first of all, about the timing of this event is that after the summer period where people have, if they've been able to travel, have been traveling, but of course there were restrictions, whether it be with visas or some destinations still not quite open yet or anything. But now that we're in October, and so a lot of people, the travel agents here are also planning for end-of-year travel. Perhaps people are still looking to do last-minute special packages for National Day holidays. But also for next year and for the next summer. So it's a very strategic time for all of our overseas partners to come and meet with the travel trade here now. So what we're looking forward to, and I hope all the viewers are too, is the opportunity to have these really special, great, unique packages that will be coming out with a lot of value and have been tailored specifically with the traveler from the UAE and the rest of the GCC in mind.
So I believe that, you know, all the travels, you know, inoculations and all this preparations, and of course the main factor is the sanitation of all the countries are all trying to be more relaxed, not comparing to the past 2 years. So now we are ready to fly out again, and I would like to know as well, what's your participation with FIFA?
Well, with FIFA, obviously it's a huge thing for Qatar, and we're super excited to have Qatar Tourism Board joining us along with a number of their partners on this roadshow. And we're super. FIFA is going to be a legacy, not only for Qatar, but for this whole region. That's right. And it's super exciting then to sort of see how that moves forward afterwards. And I think that's what a lot of the preparation is for here now. So I'm sure Qatar's already been on the map, but with FIFA World Cup, it will definitely be on a larger international map. And it's super exciting to sort of see how Qatar's going to develop, not only with infrastructure, but also with its hospitality and services for travelers from all over the world.
Yeah. So, but AVIAREPS, do you have any participation with FIFA at this time?
No, we don't. Okay. No, we don't.
So I've seen Qatar is one of the invited, you know, people in travel caravan. But how I wish I could interview interview them and discuss about the FIFA, but we will see that later on. So we would like to thank you very much for inviting us, Yalla TV, to witness this big event of AVIAREPS. One more time, the big caravan here, and hope to see you more further. Is there any last parting words that you would like to tell the viewers?
Yalla travel. It's it's back.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, have a great evening and hope to see you soon later on. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, good evening. This is Owen again from Yalla TV, and I would like to welcome the honor of the Malta Tourism Authority, Mr. Arthur Grima. How are you, sir?
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you very much. Fine.
So, Malta is one of the best paradise in the world that seems to be a very good destination for lovers, couples, and the people that they are thinking about to get married to. Sir, can you just tell me about Malta and how are we going to get there easily?
First of all, there are, as far as connectivity from Dubai, there are daily flights with Emirates.
Right.
So it's pretty easy to get there. And you mentioned for couples, so thinking romanticism,
Yeah, romantic.
I think that apart from the traditional,
romantic, yeah.
from the traditional brands, international brands, which we all know about.
Right.
I think one should consider one of our beautiful boutique hotels, which are century-old palazzos renovated, still keeping their charm, their character, but they are fantastic hotels nowadays, and mostly in the Valletta area, but not only.
Okay, so I believe that Malta is one of the first destination of all the Italians, isn't it correct?
Well, Malta is a small destination, so
Correct.
we cannot take the large volumes. Maybe other countries take, because there isn't the space to take everybody.
That's
We would
true.
like to, but
That's true.
there isn't the space. Actually, our best year was 2019,
Right.
where we had around 2.8 million tourists. This year we are recovering. We should reach around 2 million this year. Still working a little bit on the air capacity, but we
Right.
should get there by coming summer and go back on track to having more record years in the future. However, nowadays we are more focusing on quality.
Right.
And this is why this market is very important for us. We don't intend to, we're not aiming at having the same number of people coming from here like we have from the UK, but this is an important market. It's high value clients, and we believe that we have the product for this market, because we are very varied, we are very welcoming. We have been influenced by so many cultures over the year that it's normal for us to deal with different cultures. We are very diverse.
Correct, yeah.
In fact, even our language is
Yes.
very particular. It's the only Semitic language in the world which is written in Latin alphabet. So I say bonjour to you in the morning. That's that's French.
That's French.
But
correct.
for us it's Maltese, we say ciao like the Italians, but for us it's Maltese. But then we say wieħed tnejn tlieta erba' ħamsa sitta.
All right, so
which
this
is
is
Arabic.
another Arabic, yes.
And so it's a mix, but the main roots are Semitic, written in Latin alphabet.
Right.
And
But majority you're speaking in English there, which is quite very easy.
English is our second language.
Right.
In fact, Malta is very popular for learning English.
Right.
We get like 85,000 students every year from mainland Europe, but not only, also from countries like Brazil. They come to Malta to learn English.
Understand that. Okay, sir. How is it to go to Malta? Do we require visas for every nationalities, or there is a relaxed, easy way to get into Malta?
Well, we are part of the European Union,
Okay.
so one needs a Schengen visa.
Okay.
I am aware that at the moment
There's some restrictions in Schengen, yes.
I've been hearing tonight that to get an appointment it's taking a bit,
3 weeks.
some 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. unfortunately, the current situation, which will hopefully we see improved soon rather than later, because it is hindering travel, not only to Malta,
To also other parts of Europe.
Other European countries.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, correct.
So, sir, is there any direct flights coming from Dubai to Malta, and how many hours is that?
So yes, there are daily flights with Emirates. One can also fly via other hubs, like with Turkish Airlines via Istanbul.
Okay.
However,
Turkish.
however, the direct flight service from Emirates takes around, I believe, 7 hours with a stop over Larnaca. But a very convenient stop because you just stay on the aircraft.
Like 45 minutes.
Like around 45 minutes, something like that, yes. And you just proceed to Malta. So and it's very convenient and a very good service of Emirates.
Understand. Okay, sir, this is your chance to invite all the people, the viewers of Yalla TV, to see the beauty of Malta.
Yes, sure. I mean, we promise you that there is something for everybody. There are many things to see, many things to see. We've got 7,000 years of history, which you can see in a relatively short time because the location is small, yet which brings the advantage because you don't need to travel a lot from one place to another to see all the different sites and attractions. So it's the best value for money because you'll be saving a lot of time.
That's correct. Okay, so everybody, all of you there, we have Malta, another good destination for you to see, and we're gonna look forward to see you there. Let's ready your backpacks. Come and join us.
See you there. Thank you.
Hi again, this is Owen speaking from Yalla TV, and I have the honor here to be with me, Ms. Sanda Mahiore from Air Baltic of Latvia, right? So, what can you say about this destination that most of the people or our viewers is fascinated to see?
Yeah, at the moment I can say that Latvia is still a bit unknown for the UAE customers, but we are happy and excited to work to make this destination more visible here, and also not only destination, it's airline, because I'm from the airline Air Baltic and we are flying Dubai, Riga before it was only winter flights, but we are excited actually to announce that we will be flying all year round, which means the next summer it will be for the first time and we will be connecting Dubai with Riga.
Right, okay, so if we will be having the flights from Dubai to Latvia, how long is this flight? What's the main city that Latvia have the drop?
So the capital of Latvia is Riga, which we are exactly connecting, and the flight takes around 6.5 hours. Depends from the tailwind or not, and whether it is a summer or winter. But more or less, it is 6.5 hours flight, and it's, as I said, 3 weekly flights in the summertime and 4 weekly flights in the wintertime. Although I can tell that the wintertime flights are very demanded because Latvian, the Baltic people, are coming for the nice weather here in Dubai for the Christmas time, for example, as well.
Right, okay, what's the current temperature right now? Right here in Dubai, it's almost around 33 degrees. And in Latvia right now is what kind of weather?
Yeah, well, I think definitely that weather is something but you cannot really predict, and every time in Europe especially I think we are saying that this year is like that. Well, this year is very strange, it's like that. At the same time, like September for this year, I think it was very nice and we had like plus 16, so it's still a mild and nice temperature, and the leaves are green and on getting yellow and red, so it's definitely nice time also to visit. And of course soon we will be getting into the more colder times, and in the winter we will be having a snow. I really hope so, because we are very happy and proud to have 4 seasons, which all of them we are enjoying.
Right, so you've got 4 seasons in Latvia, and then of course the winter is always in December, not like in the country in Australia. So in Latvia you have probably to explain to the viewers how could we find Latvia in the map?
Well, definitely if you would try to search some of the places like you probably know better, like Finland. So that's, I think, the direction where to look forward. So then a little bit down, you will find Estonia and also Latvia. So it's a Baltic Sea, Baltic like destinations, which you can actually combine also in one trip, which I would suggest, for example, to do the trip to Latvia and Estonia and combine two countries, which is possible to do, because another thing, Air Baltic is flying to the local, those destinations many times per day. Yeah, the same Tallinn flights, we are flying 4 or 5 times a day. It's definitely easy to connect.
Okay, so what in types of promotion, what days or months of the year is the best time to travel to Latvia?
This question is always, it's like interesting. It's like you would have 4 children. It's how to say which one is better. Yes. But I would strongly suggest to use the next summer offer, because that's something new, and I'm sure that everyone will love a nice mild summertime in Latvia. The greenery, because half of the country is covered by forests, which is very important, I think, to have this fresh air. It's unforgettable. And then during the winter time, I can tell you honestly, I think each of our adults even are getting in the child mode and playing with the snow and things like that. So I think each time is very special.
Right. Okay. So how to connect and how we'll be able, or what's the great pass that we could go to Latvia? Is it part of the Schengen visa as well?
Yes, since we are in the Europe Union and we are part of the Schengen, for those who are not UAE nationals will definitely have to have a visa, and the registration or document application is through the VFS Global. But we have our embassy in Abu Dhabi, and they are getting those applications, and also actually joining this AVIAREPS roadshow today as well, having a table here and answering the questions for the travel agents, so they would be very happy to also work towards the, let's say, more travel tourists to Latvia.
Actually, we are having some difficulty to get visas in Schengens right now. So is there any kind of expedite visa application if we will be going through the embassy? As you said, you have it in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, well, they are not accepting direct applications. It still goes through VFS Global, but at the same time, each country are having their own, let's say, slots, so-called, or the appointment availabilities and things like that. And I think they all very much also understand that this is a new for us. We haven't had loads of the passengers for tourist visas before from this region, so it means that we will work very closely together with the travel agencies, together with the trade, and also with the embassy.
Okay, so what's the best activity if we're going to go travel to Latvia? What can you suggest for us?
Well, I would probably ask how many days you would travel, but definitely Riga Old City is something like it's in each itinerary should be included, because Old City, I think you could compare it with Prague, because that's something what you can at least imagine, and that with the cobblestone streets, with a nice old architecture, many centuries of the buildings and churches and things like that, what you can always find in the old cities. But beside that, we have a lot of interesting activities, and also as I said, nature with the different trails, activities, like even in the bog we use like a so-called snowshoes and walk and have a tours like that. And well, in the winter time, if we are lucky with enough snow, definitely even the husky tours, what you can find up in the Finland. But yeah, otherwise I think the nature, the castles, so that's definitely something you can explore, and more for the younger customers or our younger passengers. Yeah, we have also different activities which are more fun with cable cars and those zip lines, and also the aerodium, actually the wind tunnel aerodium. Have you actually known that it is Latvian invention? It was actually created in Latvia, the wind tunnel where you can fly up in aerodium, so-called. So this was even used in the, I think, one of the games. Yeah, so it's a lot of things what we can offer. It's just you find the right travel agency to check, and I really hope that you will find all the information.
Very nice of that. Thank you very much for this very, very fascinating news that we can travel to Latvia and another place for us, a good destination for us to see. So this is your time to encourage people to see Latvia, your country, and you can have your last words with us.
Yeah, well, first of all, I know that in UAE many people are looking for new destinations. At least that's what I'm hearing from the travel agencies. Right. Yeah, so they are probably telling the truth. And for the next summer, I really will be encouraged and to try Latvia, to try our region, because it's about 6.5 hour flight, and you definitely will not regret it, because every customer what I have seen returning from Latvia has given me a very good positive feedback. So really looking forward.
I'm looking forward to that myself, so I'll just include this to my bucket list. See you there. Hi, I'm here again one more time. I've got the Latvia tourism board right now with me, Miss Amanda. So how are you doing? So it's your first time to be here in Dubai.
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
I actually visited Expo.
I see, okay.
Yeah, I worked at the Expo Pavilion in Latvia Pavilion.
I understand that. Okay, so what else you could add on with regards to Latvia being a destination from Dubai to Riga? Apparently, this is the first time that you have joined the travel roadshow at this point in time.
Okay, wait a second. I have to think, okay?
Okay.
This is not... Okay, so do you want me to explain what they can see there, or
what's the showcase of the country?
Okay,
what can you say about to showcase the country to the viewers?
All right, I believe that Latvia is under not discovered destination yet.
Very virgin.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, I have to mention also our capital, Riga, that is very old town with medieval cobbled streets to be explored. Also, we have.
Do you have this as a traditional kind of destination? Is it cultural? So what can you say about that? You've got some things like castles that we have to see, very historical places that we would like to visit. Tell us more about it.
Yes, Latvia has very old history with different centuries. So you can experience medieval castles, you can experience Baroque and Rococo palaces, we are also blessed with many manor houses. So those are those beautiful buildings located outside the cities. And nowadays those manor houses operate like private hotels, spas, or there are fine dining restaurants located as well. So that's all if you come and visit us.
Wow, that's amazing. So how could we be able, I mean, is the timings of the tourism areas are open 24/7, or you're closing down at 8 p.m. or 12 p.m.? So how is it there? The malls itself, basically, what's the timings?
It really depends on the industry. For example, shops are closing around 10 o'clock daily. But regarding the tourism attractions, I really suggest to connect with BMCs, with the tourism companies, because they know all the best places, the best partners to connect you with. And Latvians are really flexible, so we are very hospitable people, so we will be happy to make your wishes come true.
Good. So one last question. In terms of security, how secure are the travelers going to Latvia?
Since we are part of the European Union and NATO, it is safe to travel there, I believe so, and I really hope that it will stay like that forever.
Right, okay. So one last enticement to the viewers to visit Latvia. This is your time to invite them. Just a short moment that you could say things about Latvia and what to expect.
So to see unforgettable nature with outstanding landscapes, to experience castles, manors, and palaces, to have the best local food, come and visit us.
Okay, so we'll see you more of Latvia in a couple of hours. They're gonna do their presentation later on, and we'll see you there. Okay, good evening again. At the conclusion of this travel roadshow right now has been done, and I have the honor and privilege to have Mr. Ali Musa from the Chedi Katara Hotels and Resort.
Yes, actually it's an honor for me to be with you. The Chedi Katara, it's one of the newest hotels that's coming to Qatar. I will not speak only about the hotel. Actually, it's located in the destination within the destination.
Okay.
So it's inside Katara Cultural Village that represent a lot of cultural aspects of Qatar and of the history and the coming of Doha. The Chedi Katara Hotel and Resort includes like 59 rooms and suites, all overlooking the beach, with a very unique design of the villa, 32 villas with the private pools. So it's very artistic and the architecture anyway, with a mix of Mughal and Ottoman designs. So it's very unique design. There are many things around the hotel, like farming from luxury, shopping from many traditional things, like where Qatar Cultural Village actually present.
Okay.
So the World Cup is happening next month in Qatar. There was a promise that to be delivered amazing, and there is an amazing property coming to Doha. That's the Chedi Katara.
Wow, that sounds to be very, very interesting. So I hope the rates as well is very practical and affordable.
Yes, definitely. Actually, with the strategy that has been set by the Supreme Committee, the pricing is affordable for all levels to be able to access Qatar during and enjoy the World Cup.
Understand that. Okay, so what's the category, star category of the Chedi Katara?
The Chedi Katara is a 5-star luxury hotel, like any other properties. The Chedi that happens in Muscat and Sharjah, Al Bayt, and other properties. So it's
how many restaurants that you offer? What kind of and type of cuisine that you are offering to the guests?
Sure. So the Chedi Katara comes from, it's part of the GHM hotels. So originally it's a Singaporean brand where we offer the Asian service that's in Qatar. So we have several restaurants. One of them that offers 4 cuisines, which is Japanese, Arabic, Thai cuisine, and European, and another one that's very healthy eatery. And we have, definitely being in Qatar, we need to offer the Arabic and the Levant cuisine that's there.
Okay, so coming from the airport itself, the main airport, how long does it take for them to reach the hotel?
Actually, it depends the way, like from the hotel to, from the airport, Hamad International Airport to the hotel, it will take around 25 minutes by car. Right. It's very accessible with the infrastructure that has been built anyway with the highways, and as well it could be reached with the metro, Doha Metro. So
very nice. So it's very interesting. So come on guys, there's something that you need to see in Qatar, and we are more than pleased to be part of the travel caravan and of course the road show of the AVIAREPS here. Sir, this is your last chance to call on the viewers and the constant travelers to include them, to include these facilities when they come to Doha and visit your hotel. Of course, the amenities that sounds very interesting for us.
So actually, it's the time to be in Doha with the amazing event that's coming for the World Cup. And not only the World Cup, we're looking further in 2023, where Qatar is well presented as a luxury destination, luxury leisure destination for stopover. So being in Qatar, it's the right time. Not only now, later, anytime it's the right time to be in Doha. And definitely, like, I cannot say to stay in any other hotel than the Chedi. So thank you very much.
Of course. So this is how we have to conclude it right now. This is Owen Sanchez from Yalla TV. Have a great evening, and I hope you enjoy the travel caravan from AVIAREPS. Good night, and see you again in the future. Bye for now.